So hi guys, hopefully this will be the quickest of the three videos because it's just really talking you over why the diet break, but I've already done that, so you kind of have an idea of why. So after sort of 6 to 12 weeks you'll get to a point where you do feel really fatigued, your hunger's really high, maybe starting to affect your sleep, your weight's not moving the same, you feel like you're holding water, that type of thing. That's normally when people jack it, think it's not working anymore, but it is working. It's just that your body can't be under prolonged periods of diet and stress without some sort of give somewhere. So that's where the diet and break comes in. Now, if you are within sort of 10 pounds to a stone or something of your target weight, then this doesn't really matter as much. You could probably lose the stone or two, maybe pushing it a bit, but you could probably lose quite a bit in the first stint anyway. But if you've got a lot of weight to lose, then there will come times where you need a diet break and then you need to go back in and dig a little deeper again and have a diet break and go back in. So why a diet break? First, for psychological relief, it allows you to just have that break sort of mentally, sort of avoiding foods you like all the time and having to sort of survive on low calories. When your calories get really low, you start to get a bit mentally fatigued and physically fatigued as well, and a bit brain fog and that. So on a psychological level, it just gives you that wee break for dieting. And it also allows you to practice maintaining whatever weight you've lost. So it allows you that wee practice run a couple of weeks of going, right, this is my maintenance phase. So it's also good for you psychologically. It's good for you on a physiological level. And it allows you to practice your new habits to allow you to sort of sink into this new body weight. So a physiological reset. You've got hunger hormones such as leptin, ghrelin, your thyroid hormones and things like that. Chronic dieting reduces the amount of thyroid hormones your body produces. So your thyroid hormones will start to drop. That's why bodybuilders will supplement with thyroid drugs, T3 and T4. Leptin and ghrelin, leptin is a satiety signaling hormone. It tells your brain you're full, just like your GLP-1s. And ghrelin tells you it's produced in the gut and it tells your body when to eat. The further you get into a diet, ghrelin could start to go a bit wild and you're just constantly hungry. So that couple of weeks of break allows these hormones and things to slightly to sort of reset a bit, if you like, for lack of a better word. And it allows your body to sort of normalise your T3 and T4 levels, your thyroid hormones and things like that, as well as giving you the sort of mental break from it. So that is the purpose of it. And then afterwards, it kind of sets you up, resets your metabolism, resets your mind and sets you up for it's time to go again. And this allows you to constantly make progress over weeks, months, years, without jumping at the next diet, the next craze, without trying this, that, the next thing. Because I've done it all myself, and this is the only sort of thing that works. Whether you are throwing in some intermittent fasting and that as well, or whether you're just sticking lower calories with breaks in between, it doesn't really matter. Whether you're intermittent fasting or doing things like that, there's nothing magic in that. That just helps you control your calories. That's really all that does. So when you're calculating your diet break, you just simply go back to what your maintenance were. If you've calculated it on your height, which it says in the beginning to begin with, that's how you calculate it again. So just for a female, height in centimetres multiplied by 14. If you're a male, height in centimetres multiplied by 15. Work out the macros on the same ratios and run that for 2 to 3 weeks. This is also good to throw in when you've got periods of maybe there's a lot of nights out or something coming up, or it's the summer or whatever, just to come off a diet. If you've still got a lot of body fat to dig into, you're not really going to make huge progress week to week. So if you've got a period where you've maybe got a lot of weekends out or birthdays or a lot of social events, maybe it would be good to pencil in a diet break then as well, and then go harder when your life's a bit more you've got less social stuff on as well. So these could be penciled in around your social life as well, so that you're not constantly living bed gym rules, if you like, constantly living trying to improve your body composition. Getting fitter, getting healthier, getting leaner should complement your life. It shouldn't make your life more complicated, and it's by implementing things like this that will help. So yeah, as I've touched on as well, practicing maintenance is a skill. Now, I don't think people have a weight loss issue. I think they have a weight maintenance issue because they don't know where to go when they hit that new low body weight. So it's simply moving up to maintenance. So you will gain a couple of kilos or so on the scales, simply because when you eat more foods, you've got more food in your digestive tract. When you eat more carbohydrates, for every gram of carbohydrate your body stores, and muscle glycogen, liver glycogen, or wherever, it'll pull in 4 grams of water as well. So that's where the term carbohydrate comes from. It helps hydrate your body. So your body will naturally store more fluid and you'll have more food in your gut. So that automatically accounts for a higher body weight on the scales. It's not more body fat. It's not body fat. This allows you to practice the life skills of maintaining your weight instead of constantly being chasing a new low weight on the scales or new low body weight. And it allows you to cycle through periods of dieting, periods of maintenance, periods of dieting. And then once you get to a certain level of leanness or a certain level of close to your target body weight, you can pick and choose what you do. I'm going to drop a couple of pounds for a couple of weeks, and then I'm going to maintain for a couple of weeks. And that is kind of want all my clients to be I've always said to people, like, you always want to be like six to 8 weeks out from your sort of holiday shape or wedding shape or whatever. You want to be sort of within 6 weeks of it, so you could go, right, I want to diet for 6 weeks and look my best, and then relax again after that, instead of having to go, right, I've got a holiday in 8 weeks, which loads of people do. I need to drop 3 stone, and it's no realistic. And I've done it all myself. But I also see it all the time with clients too. So again, the supplements, nothing changes. Your essential fatty acids, your essential vitamins, vitamin D, adaptogenic herbs to keep stress low, probiotics, prebiotics you can add in for gut health. Fermented food's also good for gut health, but I'll touch on that maybe in another video or so. Your gym supplements, your whey proteins. Now, what I should have touched on in video number 2 is protein powder is not essential. If you're getting enough protein from meat and eggs and fish in your diet, you don't need a protein powder. But protein powder is convenient and it's easy to get into your diet. And a lot of them taste nice as well these days. So that's kind of a win-win as well. But one thing is, protein powder is expensive these days. It never used to be as expensive as it is. So if you're quite happy getting your protein from food, you don't need it. It's not essential. Same goes for creatine. Very beneficial for your brain, very beneficial for your body. Again, it's not essential. So yeah, as I've just talked about, cycle through these phases until you get to a point where you're happy with your body weight, happy with your body composition. And then from that point, it becomes a choice what you do. It becomes a choice whether you want to up your calories, gain a bit of muscle, drop back into a deficit, drop a bit of fat, or just simply maintain, go through the whole of the summer just maintenance mode, maintaining a good level of body fat and enjoying your life as well. As I say, this stuff's not meant to complicate your life, it's meant to complement it. So any of this stuff you've got questions about, feel free to reach out to me and drop me a DM. I will leave sort of downloads under each video that you can download and work all this stuff out yourself. It is really super simple, and this is all I do for clients, apart from it's me that plans out the phases for them. Putting a diet together on paper is so simple. It's when you add in the human behaviour that it becomes difficult. Because you deal with your cravings, you deal with like certain foods that you're psychologically sort of attached to. You have to deal with stress or or whatever. A lot of people are wired to eat when they're stressed. Well, we all are as humans, wired to eat. During times of stress, a lot of people reach for alcohol at that time. I know I do. Alcohol and food's always been sort of a safety blanket of mine as well. So any questions at all, feel free, drop me a message and I'll help you work things out and I'll help you work through things. That's not a problem at all. And if you would like to work with me, drop me a DM and we could sort that out, jump on a call or whatever. But thank you very much for going through this free course. Every single thing you need to get weight off in the new year, or it doesn't even have to be at New Year, it's just this so happens when I'm recording this. Every single step you need to do I've covered in these 3 videos, and simply rotating through these 3 phases continually will get you to your goal. Simply trust the process. If you sit, take 10 minutes to work out your numbers and put some meals together as well. Pick your meals based on what you like and then trust the process. That's one of the biggest things, is trusting the process. When the scales get stuck for a week or 2, you think, oh, it's not working, you panic and you make rash decisions, and that's when you jump from diet to diet and start yo-yoing and things. But anyway, thank you for going through this video series, guys. Any questions, just reach out. Thank you very much, and I'll speak to you all soon.